What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be doing a Toronto Raptors realistic rebuild, but today, yes, we are trading Kyle Lowry. So I know this is something that may not happen in real life, but I kind of just wanted to do it on 2K for entertainment purposes, so Raptors fans don't kill me too much. But today, I have a 3-team trade that just went down with all these guys, and I really like the 3-team deal. I think it works out for all sides. But there are some opinions, I'm sure, that in the comment section below would tend to disagree. That's fine. We are NBA fans at the end of the day, and we all love to agree and disagree on trades, whether we think it's fair or not. So, like I said, we did trade Kyle Lowry in a 3-team deal. I kind of hinted at this last week, but make sure you guys leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let's check out the 3-team deal, and then, of course, let's rebuild the Toronto Raptors without Kyle Lowry. Raptors were interested in Andre Drummond. Now, we don't know how true that report was because Woj essentially said that there was like little to no interest. So the Raptors were the only team that was mentioned, which makes sense because their center spot hasn't been as productive as it has been in years past because obviously they lost Marc Gasol and Serge Ibaka. But looking at the trade that I did, this was a 3-team deal that went down between the Clippers, the Cavaliers, and the Raptors. So I think I did a decent trade, but I know some may disagree, but that's fine. Like I said, I would love to talk to you guys about it in the comment section below, but this is what I did. So it was Kyle Lowry to the Clippers, Bembry to the Clippers, and Patrick McCaw to the Clippers, which is kind of just fill-in players, those two. But Kyle Lowry, so the Clippers get the point guard they've been wanting. And then, of course, the Clippers have said they are interested in trading Beverly and Lou Williams. So I got to deep dive into this. So basically, Beverly goes to the Cavaliers while Luke Kennard goes to the Cavaliers as well. So basically, the Cavaliers trade Andre Drummond for Beverly and Luke Kennard. So essentially, the Cavaliers got a young player for Andre Drummond, which is better than what I would say the Pistons got. So, and then of course the Clippers kind of get out of Luke Kennard's contract they just gave him, so Cleveland takes that on. But then you got Beverly, that'll be just a 1-year deal. Then he walks or you trade him or whatever, or he gets bought out, whatever it is. But then what we got in return is we got Lou Williams, a first-round pick, and Andre Drummond for Kyle Lowry. Is that fair value for Kyle Lowry? Andre Drummond, we all know, is not the greatest in trade value, so I felt like I had to throw in a first-round pick for Kyle Lowry just because of how valuable he's been for the Raptors organization. We also got a really good 6-man in Lou Williams. Hopefully, he can return to a little bit of form as he used to be. So, yeah, that's essentially the 3-team trade that I did. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, I thought it worked out for all sides. I thought it benefits most of everybody, but if you guys disagree, that's fine, like I said. But looking at it now, so Kyle Lowry's gone. So this is going to be essentially life after Kyle Lowry. So looking at it, of course, we don't really want Fred Van or Lou Williams to start at point guard. That makes no sense here. So I'm going to move Lou Williams to shooting guard, and then Fred VanVleet's going to have to start at point guard, obviously. So this new starting 5 honestly looks pretty interesting. So we got Fred VanVleet, Norman Powell, OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam, and Andre Drummond. If nothing else, the Raptors are at least going to get better center play out of Andre Drummond. Now, in free agency, Andre Drummond is going to be asking for a lot of money, but we all know in real life, he's probably not going to get that. So I think in this video, I will probably actually override what Drummond's going to be asking for to keep it realistic, because Drummond is not going to get 28 million or 25 million like he's going to ask for in this video. I might even extend him right now and give him like 10 mil per year or something like crazy. But Lou Williams, and then you got Terrence Davis, Aaron Baines. So we got a lot going on. I think I'm going to move Boucher to the backup 4, though. That way we have that going for us. That way we don't have too many players at the center spot. And Fred VanVleet's at a shooting guard right now. I'll probably move him back to point guard. But this is the new roster. Right now we are currently 27-27, which is kind of where the Raptors are right now. They're 13-15, climbing their way back into the Eastern Conference standings, which they have been. They beat the Bucks last night, so good for them. But other than that, I'm just going to go ahead and simulate the season, man. I kind of wanted to see how things go. And like I said, Drummond is going to be in this video, of course, but I don't want to give him 20 million because that's not what he's going to get in real life. I'm going to keep it realistic. He's going to get he's averaging 20 points this year? No way. Is he really? Hold on. Hold the phone. Is he actually doing that right now? No, okay, that was different. That must have been per 36. But let me stop talking. Let me stop at the end of the season, and let's see if we can make this a playoff team, even if Kyle Lowry's gone. Even after the trade, at the trade deadline, we turned our season around and went 50-32. So we only lost 5 games after the trade deadline, which is absolutely fantastic. So obviously, as we all know, Drummond puts up really good numbers in 2K, so I'm not too surprised. But All-NBA first team, Luka, Damian Lillard, Giannis, LeBron, and Jokic. And then All-NBA second team, James Harden, Trae Young, AD, Kevin Durant, and Embiid. And All-NBA third team, Ja, Russ, Kawhi, Jimmy Butler, and Bam. Okay, so I kind of want to also see how other teams did. So the first seed goes to Los Angeles Clippers with Kyle Lowry there. I feel like that's a really good spot for Kyle Lowry to land if the Clippers, or not the Clippers, if the Raptors were going to trade the guy. Like I said, I don't know if they would. I mean, he's been a long time Toronto Raptor, and I know he means a lot to that organization. So I don't know if they would be willing to trade him. He's making 30 million right now. He's going to be a free agent in the offseason. So I don't know how Toronto feels about him and what they're doing right now. We'll have to see as we get closer to the trade deadline, of course. And then the Cleveland trade, the Cleveland Cavaliers didn't make the playoffs, and of course we're the 4th seed in the East, going up against a really top team in the East, Milwaukee Bucks. So we have home court advantage here, which is huge. We have 23 points from Siakam, 18 from Fred VanVleet, 17 from Drummond, and 13.5 a block, 14.5 from Norman Powell, 14 from Lou Williams off the bench, 9, 8, 8, 6, and 5. So I mean, we're gonna. Well, OG Anunoby's shot tendency is down bad. This man is averaging 4 points per game. What are we doing here? Shooting very... Oh my... What is this shot tendency? I'm fixing that. I did not realize that was so bad. Shot tendency for Fred VanVleet's terrible too. OG Anunoby's is a 45, bro. That doesn't even make sense. Wow, okay. That is absolutely terrible. I will be fixed. Let me just fix that right now, to be honest with you, because that shot tendency needs to be up. Like... Big. I'd rather him shoot more than Andre Drummond, essentially. Fred VanVleet as well. I want his shot tendency up. I'm going to get him to like an 87. So that was very atrocious to look at. But now we are playing the Milwaukee Bucks. OG Anunoby averaging 4 points is very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. But let me go ahead and simulate this first game against Milwaukee. So we win 1-0. So that's a very good start. 26 from Fred VanVleet. OG Anunoby with 13. So he did shoot more, which is what I wanted to see. So now I'm going to go game 2 here. And we're up 2-0. So that is a really good start. We won both our games at home, and we'll have to see if we can steal one in Milwaukee. So, and we do. We're up 3-0. So that's actually a fantastic start. And we sweep the Milwaukee Bucks. If that were to happen, it's going to be complete mayhem for Milwaukee in the offseason. If something like this happens, which I don't expect it to, because, man, would that be disappointing. They gave up their whole future for Drew Holiday. And, of course, they got Giannis to re-sign, but... Man, oh man, would that piss Giannis Antetokounmpo off. And now we're playing the first-seeded Philadelphia 76ers. We have Maxey starting, Milton, Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, Seth Curry, Dwight Howard. They are no longer starting Seth and Danny Green. Okay, interesting. They got Maxey and Shake in there instead. And Ben Simmons is playing that point guard spot at the small forward. Okay, so game 1 against the first seed, we won 1-0. So Drummond is immediately coming over here and making an impact as we're up 2-0. 3-0, and we are just completely unstoppable right now in the East. We just literally took 2 top teams down. If we play Boston here and sweep them, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Someone in current round, and we play Miami. So the 7th seed, and would it be funny if we played the Clippers in the first round, or in the NBA Finals? That would be awesome. We do have to worry about Miami, though. They have made some upsets before in the past, as we all know, in the playoffs. But I feel like we should be able to beat this team. I mean, if it was Boston, I would have been a little bit more scared. But it is Miami, who are the 7th seed. But we're up 1-0. They even it up, though. We're up 2-1. 2-2. Come on, 3-2. Let's go. And let's beat them in 6. Let's beat them in 6. And we're on to the NBA Finals already, man. And like I said, it would be a lot of fun if we played the Clippers here. And we do. So we got Kyle Lowry versus the Raptors in the NBA Finals the very first season. You can't book it any better, essentially. You really can't. So, wow. Kyle Lowry, Paul George, Kawhi, Marcus Morris, Serge Ibaka versus Fred VanVleet, Lou Williams, OG Anunoby, Siakam, Andre Drummond. So they are starting, I guess, Lou Williams right now, which I don't love that. But you know what? If it's been winning us games, that's fine. That is totally fine. So here we go. Game 1. Let's see what happens. They're up 1-0. So they take game 1. We had 28 from Kawhi, 19 and 12 from Lowry. Sure, he took a couple charges in there as well. Simulating game 2. We even it up. So good stuff there. We had 31 from Lou Williams, man. Okay. Averaging 15 points in the playoffs. All right, you know what? That's fine. If he wants to start and get 31 for me, I am totally fine by that. Simulating game 3. We're up 2-1. Oh my goodness, bro. That's crazy. Kawhi 34, Paul George 32. They even have Isaiah Thomas here. So maybe they didn't need Lowry. I guess they signed Isaiah Thomas to be their point guard, but whatever. For 30, 19, 19, 17, 16. Okay, game 4. We're up 3-1. Oh my goodness. No shot. We actually win a championship like right off rip. Okay, 3-2. So they do win 1. Are we gonna win a 6 or are we going to a game 7? We're going to a game 7. So game 7 in season number 1 in Toronto. This is gonna be one of the biggest games ever, man. Here we go. Okay, so we start out pretty good. Actually, I'm gonna speed this up. I don't really want to sit here and watch this forever. So it's okay. So it's a very, very close game. Not even gonna front. Okay. Very close, back and forth action, 98-101. They tie it up. They have they're going in with a solid lead, 106-109, 108, 112. Okay, so this is already a super close game, man. I feel like I gotta jump in and watch. I gotta jump in and watch. I usually want to do this, but bro, we are literally already. This is so crazy. We gotta jump in. Should not be playing. I kind of just want to sit back and watch what our offense does. So we have Fred VanVleet on the floor. He's gonna pass it to OG Anunoby, who has Kawhi on him. We got Chris Boucher on here as well. Drummond is out here. Let's see what we're going to do on this offensive possession as we get a personal foul from Paul George. Okay, so I thought that was going to be like an illegal screen or something, but it was just an offensive foul. We call a timeout. It looks like we want to talk things over. That's fine. Pascal Siakam, I'd love to see him out here if possible. Norman Powell, guys like that. But you know what? I will trust Nick Nurse. I'm just sitting back as a general manager watching this, as you guys know, and I kind of want to see, look at Kyle Lowry in a Clippers uniform. Almost looks right, or does it look weird? Raptors fans, let me know. I know you guys probably aren't happy about what I did. So 23 points from Kyle Lowry tonight in game 7, averaging 16 points, 44% from the field. But this is a big possession. We were just here earlier. Let's see if we can make something happen this time around. Okay, so we got it into Fred VanVleet. OG Anunoby. Honestly, Kawhi's giving him a lot of space. I would kind of wish he would just pull up and shoot it, to be honest with you. We're going to pass it to Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet's going to take it in. He gets blocked. Boucher's there for the offensive board. Fred VanVleet midi, and he hits it. That's a big shot as we take the 1-point lead. Toronto Raptors averaging 25 assists tonight. We have 22 on the night. Kyle Lowry and the Clippers want to talk it over as they are going to call a timeout as well, which the timeouts can get really annoying, but we're here for it. This is a very close game. It's game 7. This is what it's all about. And then to Kyle Lowry, they're going to go to Kawhi Leonard on this possession. Obviously, OG on Kawhi. I love that matchup. I think OG can do a little bit. Paul George to the rack, and he's going to get fouled by Lou Williams, who only has 1 foul on the night. So Paul George at the free throw line. He is going to hit the first one, and then let's see if he's going to sink the second one, or is he going to miss it? He is going to sink the second one as well. So we are down 1 point, but there's 2 minutes left on the clock. We have plenty of time. Fred VanVleet's going to drill it up. Let's see what we're going to do here. He's going to take it. Lowry on him as well. So this is a very interesting matchup. Former teammates going at it. Fred VanVleet getting the ball back from Boucher. OG Anunoby passing it down to the block to Lou Williams. Wow. Lou Williams. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The height difference there that you saw was insane. Oh my gosh. Lou Williams 22% tonight. But the height difference was literally so scary to watch. But Lou Williams got a layup over Paul George. So good for him, man. 114 and 115 right now, though. Minute 45 left. The timeouts are getting very annoying, I know. But it is what it is. It's nothing I can do about it. So let's see what Zubac is going to do here. He's going to pass it into Kawhi, obviously. So we have a 1-point lead, man. A stop would go a long way here. It really would. So let's see what happens. They're going to get a screen from Ivica Zubac. There's a switch. No, that's a bad shot. That's a bad shot. I don't know what Kawhi was thinking there. He literally had, I think it was Batum in the corner. He decided not to take it. Fred VanVleet with a, wow, that was just a terrible shot. I think he could have just laid it up, but they are back in transition. Drummond is at the rack. He gets a nice block on Nicholas Batum going to the rim. That is huge. Minute 20 left. I'm very, very annoyed that Fred VanVleet took a floater there. I feel like he definitely could have just laid it up, but it is what it is at the end of the day. We're still up 1. Let's see if we can get a stop here just like earlier. Kawhi took a bad shot earlier. Let's see if he will do that again. I'm sure he's going to get another screen. He does from Zubac. And then Drummond on the switch. Drummond again with another block. Andre Drummond is showing out here, man. OG Anunoby dribbling it up. We got Lou Williams possibly about to take it to the rack over Ivica Zubac. Please make that. Drummond with the putback dunk, man. Andre Drummond is showing out here, man. He is big here right now in these last minute, 2 minutes. His last 2 minutes, Drummond has been huge. 2 blocks, a putback dunk to give us a 3-point lead. Kawhi's going to need a 3 here, or he could just take it all the way. Bad shot. OG Anunoby with great defense. Drummond's going to grab a defensive rebound. 40 seconds left on the clock. All we have to do is drain clock here. We do not have to take a shot here. We don't have to rush it. I really hope Lou Williams is aware of that. I kind of want to drain as much clock as possible. Lou Williams is trying to make something happen on Paul George. Let's see what he's going to do. Fred VanVleet in the corner. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. If we can get a bucket to go through here, that would be huge. Fred VanVleet over Lowry. He hits it. 114 to 120. Fred VanVleet might have just iced the game, bro. What a shot. What a shot by Fred VanVleet over Kyle Lowry's former teammate. Wow, that was absolutely insane, bro. What a shot. 20 seconds left on the clock. we'll have to see what the Clippers want to do. But man, oh man, this has been entertaining basketball thus far, and this is literally just 2K. So Kawhi, I'm sure he's gonna get the ball here. He does with 19 seconds left of the clock. What is he gonna do? He's gonna get a screen from Serge. You kind of need a 3 here. He's gonna get past Drummond this time around. So 116 to 120. Toronto is going to call a timeout. It is a 4-point game still. I think we're chilling, man. I don't really think there's any way they come back from this unless if we just turn the ball over like a few times, which I don't think will happen. Game 7, but we'll take care of that in a second. Fred VanVleet, man, he's gonna get fouled immediately. Of course, the Clippers kind of have to play the foul game. Fred VanVleet's gonna go to the free throw line. If he can make both of these, obviously that would be kind of huge. We could take back a 6-point lead. No timeouts. I think we honestly got this secured. I think so. 116 to 122. Let's see what happens. Kyle Lowry is gonna take the inbound pass. 12 to 10 seconds left on the clock. You're gonna have to get a huge quick shot off Kawhi from 3. He hits it. That's big. That's a big shot from Kawhi. Let's see if we can get the ball in. Lou Williams is going to get fouled immediately again. We just need to hit both these free throws and we would be fine. Let's see what happens. Lou Williams, first free throw, makes it. Big. Okay, so it is a 4-point game again. 5-point game here would be awesome. Yep, 5-point game. Let's see what happens. They're going to inbound it to Kyle Lowry, I assume. And the Clippers are probably not going to get anything to go here. They're going to pass it to Batum in the corner. Lowry from 3. That's not going to matter. That is game, my friends. We have won a championship with the Toronto Raptors. And the very first season, I didn't have to do anything. Wow, wow, wow. I'm not going to end the video there, though. That would be kind of silly because I essentially haven't done anything yet. But I'm going to take care of this update real quick. And we're going to probably do a season number 2, do some things in the offseason. That way, it is a rebuild. I just didn't watch what happened. But I'm excited. That was a very, very entertaining way to start off this video for sure. VanVleet also won Finals MVP, by the way. But honestly, bro, that was really exciting basketball to watch. 26 points from Fred VanVleet in the playoffs. 19 from Siakam. Lou Williams was huge, too. So, honestly, at the age of 34, if he doesn't want too much money in the offseason, I wouldn't mind re-signing the guy. But we have a huge offseason ahead of us. We just won a championship over the Clippers, which was very surprising. I was not expecting to win a championship in season number 1, but hey, we did. But we have an offseason ahead of us that I want to take care of. So let's see what happens here. We don't have a top pick. Obviously, we have the 30th pick in the draft. So honestly, probably not going to worry about it too much. I'm going to keep the coaching staff the same. Is there a trainer out here? There is not. So I might as well just keep my trainer. He's a B+. So I'll leave that the way it is. To the NBA draft, though, I want to make sure I have the right draft class loaded in. I do. Okay, so that's good. So let's go to rookie signing. Whoever get the 30th pick, Gabe Brown, welcome to the Raptors. Player options, we have Norman Powell declining, Matt Thomas accepting, and Paul Watson and Boucher we want back, of course, off a team option. Terrence Davis, the free agent. So we have a lot of shooting guards, honestly, that are free agents right now. And of course, we all know Drummond wants $31 million, which he was huge for us, like I said, but I just don't think he's worth what he's asking for. And we could sign Kawhi if we wanted to, obviously, but I'm not going to do that. So looking at it, we got Fred VanVleet, Malachi Flynn. We have no shooting guard right now, so I definitely want to sign 2 of the shooting guards that went into free agency. Matt Thomas, I wouldn't mind him backing up OG Anunoby this next season. Boucher and Siakam, I love that combination. And of course, we want to sign Drummond. So, yeah, I want my shooting guards back, and that's about it. And Drummond back, I think. I think essentially that's all we really need back. Drummond, like I said, I don't think he's going to get $31 million on the open market, man. I really don't. I really find that hard to believe. I feel like, though, would be letting Terrence Davis walk be a good idea. Lou Williams was so huge in that NBA Finals. I wouldn't mind giving him like a 2-year team option kind of deal. That way, if we do want to get rid of him, we can always trade him if need be. And then Norman Powell, I think, has more than earned some money from us for Toronto. He's been huge for them in real life, so I would love to have him back. And, of course, you got the Drummond offer. Like I said, I'm actually going to fix this deal. I don't think Drummond's going to get this much money. I really don't. So I'm going to bring all of them back, but Andre Drummond is his contract is going to be fixed. I'm going to change it to like $12 million because I feel like that's what he's going to get in real life. So Fred VanVleet, Malachi Flynn, Lou Williams, Norman Powell. We have OG Anunoby, Matt Thomas, Siakam, Boucher, and then a center. So we honestly maybe could use a better backup point guard, backup small forward, or backup center. So we could look at that real quick. Let's see in free agency what we got going on out here. There definitely is some options. So Danny Green, Josh Hart, David Nwamba, Sterling Brown. We have Batum. We have Whiteside, who we could bring into Toronto to back up Drummond if we wanted to. Nerlens Noel honestly wouldn't be a bad backup to have. So you know what? I'll throw an offer Nerlens Noel. Let's see if we want him to come in here, and boom, we do. So just like that, that is going to be our roster into the next season. So we are definitely going to want Terrence Davis to come back if he wants to on his qualifying offer, and he does. So Terrence Davis, welcome back to Toronto. So Drummond, like I said, we're going to fix this contract right now. Realistically, he is not getting that money on the open market. He just isn't. So I think something that is fair for Drummond would be something around the lines of like 10 to 12 million, I feel like would be fair for him. So I'm going to give him like, I think 12 mil per year. I think that kind of a Yusuf Nurkic contract that the Blazers gave to Yusuf Nurkic, I think would be more than fair to Andre Drummond. I don't think he's going to get 25 million or 20 million. Maybe he does. Maybe some crazy team pays him, but I don't think he will. So like a 3-year 12 million, I think is fair for Drummond. He was definitely pretty huge in those last few minutes of the NBA Finals. So yeah, I don't mind paying him the amount of money that is, but 28 million is just way too much for Drummond. But we'll have to see if we can win a championship in season number 2. We just had a fantastic season. We'll have to see if we can repeat that process and maybe make it back and maybe, you know, beat the Clippers in 7 or something crazy like that again. Did the Clippers keep Kyle Lowry, by the way? I'm definitely interested. I hope they did. They did not. They signed Spencer Dinwiddie instead. Okay, so Lowry is off to other places, which is interesting. I'd love to see where he's at right now, to be honest with you. So we are going to player finder Mr. Lowry, and let's see where he decided to go. He is a Chicago Bull. Okay, so interesting. He's down to an 82 overall as well. So untapped potential camps. I kind of want to throw these at the young players that we have. But Siakam, Norman Powell, Terrence Davis, Nerlens Noel. I think I'm going to throw this one at Malachi Flynn, and then the other one probably at Matt Thomas, something like that. We'll go with that. And then let's look at our rotation for this next season. Fred VanVleet, Norman Powell, OG Anunoby, Siakam, Drummond, Chris Boucher, Terrence Davis, Nerlens Noel, and Lou Williams. I love it. I love it. I love a rotation that looks fantastic. Proficiency, 3.5 at balance. We're going to simulate season number 2. We're going to see how things go, and let's see if we can repeat what we did last year. Second season, OG Anunoby has a most improved player type of year, which is something I think we could see in the future, honestly. OG Anunoby, I think, is a huge part of what the Raptors are eventually going to be doing, and I really loved it. I would love to see this guy absolutely progress and do something for the Toronto Raptors. 4 points was unacceptable last year. His shot tendency was down bad. Shot 39%. Obviously, he was taking a lot more shots, which is fine. 47%, but he averaged 18 points. 3-and-D wing. That's what you asked for. 63-and-19 on the year as well out of Nick Nurse and the Toronto Raptors. So, on being first team, I don't imagine we have anybody here, but you never know. And we do not. And we don't have anybody on the all-defensive team either. So, we are the first team in the East, though. 63-and-19. So, we had another good year. 24.5 from Fred VanVleet, 19 from Siakam, 18 from OG, 13 and 14 from Andre Drummond, and Norman Powell with 12. Terrence Davis 11, Boucher with 10, and Lou Williams with 9 points. So, we are playing the Washington Wizards in the first round. Deshaun Nix, Bradley Beal. So, it looks like Russell Westbrook's no longer here. So, I assume there was a trade with Middleton going to Milwaukee, or with going to Washington, and Russell Westbrook to Milwaukee, which would be relatively interesting, and I don't think that would work. I don't think Russell Westbrook and Giannis would work very well together, but we'll see. Simulating game, or let's just simulate current round against the Wizards. I feel like we should be able to beat this team. I might, okay, I spoke too soon. 3-4, and we lost. Wow, okay, so we literally just got upset like that? Is that how it is? Is that really how it is? Miami and Washington, Boston, Atlanta. I really thought we were going to win it again, man. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. 2K just hoed me, I feel like. I thought I was so confident. I'm like, this is the 8th seed Wizards. We got this. Like, we just went 63-19. We're literally one of the best teams in the NBA. And no, sorry, 2K is like, no, you're sorry, you're gonna lose in 7. Okay, you know what? It is okay at the end of the day. We already won a championship in this video. Siakam, Fred VanVleet. Let me know what you guys thought of the 3-team deal that I did, and let me know what you guys thought of that gameplay we got earlier. Did you like it? Would you like to see more stuff like that? But other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. I've been recording for about 30 minutes right now, which is usually where I start end off recording. So thank you guys. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace.